everyone, I know it's been a while since I've made videos. I have actually been going through some financial issues at the moment, and I've been trying to work things out with my local welfare office and several other things, but due to the coronavirus, there has been a lot of upset about going into public areas. So I wanted to let you guys know there's nothing wrong with me. I have not gotten sick. I am not currently at risk, and I am okay for the most part, but I do want to talk about how, so I want to talk about stuff, and I will get back to making regular videos. I'm very sorry that I took such a long hiatus, but I do believe that I need to talk about this specifically. So, I live in New York. New York is one of the areas that was hit the largest with the current coronavirus is it an epidemic? Well, because they haven't stated it's an epidemic, but I've watched the video from Markiplier and the one from Dr. Mike about this, and I do think it does go under the pandemic thing, but I think for it to be a pandemic, it has to actually get more places. But I'm gonna state, there are quite a lot of places that have it, so yeah, I'm gonna say it's a pandemic. So this is what I got from some of these videos, and I say the Dr. Mike one is just slightly better than the Markiplier one, because Markiplier is clearly scared. So, and even though he says he's trying to be calm for the most part, it does seem like he has fear in his face, which he doesn't seem to get that people associate their big YouTubers with like certain images of public safety, public health, happiness, harmony, stuff like that. So that's actually another reason why it's good that I never actually show my face in videos, because then, like, if people see my reactions to things, they might get certain ideas, because I'm a very emotive person. I'm like, ha ha, oh my god, look at my face. But if you see somebody who's clearly panicked, you're gonna panic. And he full on actually was, if you think about it, because he was telling people to stockpile shit. And I was like, Mark, I love you. I think it's great that you actually brought awareness to this, but that's not the way you do things. Okay, so I get that people are stockpiling because they're worried if they do get it, they're gonna have to self-quarantine. But that's not always good. Because, okay, so specifically here in New York, a lot of people have a lot of misinformation about the coronavirus. For one, the first week that they found out people were here with the coronavirus, people bought up masks like crazy, which is ridiculous because you're stealing it from the people who actually need it. And, okay, putting this out there, masks, like surgical face masks, are not going to stop you from getting coronavirus. They're just not. What's going to help you is staying away from sick people and washing your hands. So stay away from people who are coughing. Stay away from people who are sneezing like crazy. Because, that won't just prevent you from getting coronavirus, that'll probably also prevent you from getting other things, like possibly the common cold or the flu. Like, I don't get how people don't seem to get that, like, that's something that can be serious. All these things can be serious, and don't go going nuts on me now, because I'm, like, saying that the common cold and the flu, and, like, I'm not downplaying what the coronavirus is. I am definitely not. It's a very serious thing. But I feel like it's been doing a lot more harm telling people to stockpile their items, to try to reserve resources and stuff like that. Because I think, personally, what would help people more is living their lives the normal way. Because, like, the thing is, like, because they're stockpiling items and taking things, they're also taking those resources away from the in-need people that Markiplier was trying to protect. Because I've gone to the stores recently. I am an immunocompromised person. I have lupus. I need to take immunosuppressants to actually survive my immune system trying to kill itself. So the thing is because I need to do that, I'm at risk for coronavirus. And the thing is I should be limiting myself to how much outdoor exposure I have. But the thing is if I have to fight the masses who are being hysterical for toilet paper and other necessities, I'm going to be put at risk because I'm going to have to go to multiple places just to find the things I need. And the thing is I get you guys are all scared and confused, but the thing is like, you're also stealing away valuable resources from medical staff and all these people. So, like, I would say stockpile things that actually need to be stockpiled. Stockpile things that wouldn't take away from people who actually need it. Like, the face masks thing. Medical staff need them more than you. Okay, so I don't want to say mean, but like, the face masks are for sick people. They're for sick people and medical staff because they can breathe on you and have particles from coronavirus in their breath. They do not want to pass that on to you. They do not want you as a person to get sick. That's why they need it. The people who have coronavirus currently, they need the masks so that they don't cough particles on you. Because it's not so much the act of coughing that causes the issue, it's the fact that when you cough or sneeze, you get little bits of stuff up into the air. And those particles hit hard surfaces, and then you touch those surfaces, and then you touch your face, you touch your eyes, you touch your nose, mouth, ears, places where moisture is meeting, and it goes into your body. And the thing is like, another thing with the hand sanitizer thing, which people seem to be misinformed about. I used to be a CNA, so I know that people are doing it wrong. So, putting this out there. Wash your hands when you're indoors. Wash it. It's essential when you go outdoors, come back in, wash your hands. The fact that there are so many people out there who are misinformed about that is freaking ridiculous. But wash your hands, and if you are choosing to use hand sanitizer, also make sure your skin is moist. Because, like, okay, I know this is probably going to sound crazy, but if you have dry skin, your skin will crack. Your skin will crack. Your skin is your first defense to any sort of virus, bacteria, anything like that. And it's supposed to protect your outside from anything coming in. If you're constantly putting alcohol on your hands, it's going to make the skin crack and cause things to come in. Along with which, long exposures to isopropyl alcohol can also cause bacteria to have, like, basically it's like, hey, well, this person's skin's screwed up now, so we might as well just come on in. So, don't always use hand sanitizer as an option. Use it as a secondary option when you can't wash your hands. Washing your hands is the better option, because you know that your soaps and all that isn't going to cause your skin to just break down. Long exposures to isopropyl alcohol will do that, though. So, putting that out there. If you're using more hand sanitizer, also moisturize. Yeah, the last thing I want to talk about in this video is, it's probably not the, meat and gravy of all of this, and, like, but I guess in my mind, I feel like it's really messed up. There's a lot of racism coming about with this pandemic, and I know, like, people probably have talked about this in the past, but it's especially bad here in New York, to the point where it's just, like, disgusting how many people don't want to go to Chinese-owned businesses. And I don't know, I feel like it's really wrong to judge these people based off of something that happened in their country. And the truth be told, you wouldn't do that if, people don't do that because of the wars in the Middle East. So why are you going to judge a whole group of people thinking they might have something? I mean, why would they be even working if they had coronavirus? Seriously, why aren't you guys thinking? There are a bunch of Chinese-owned businesses. My sister went to this Chinese place, and we like Asian food. So we went to this Chinese place, and the guy literally cried seeing my sister because he didn't get any business. Nobody wants to go to the Chinese-owned restaurants. Nobody wants to go to the Chinese-owned places. And it's wrong because it's like, it's targeting them for something they couldn't avoid. I mean, I get, like, there's so much misinformation about what started it, but the thing is they still don't actually know what started it. And they suspected that it was exposure to certain types of livestock in the marketplace over there, but, like, they also don't know for sure. And, like, people are saying, oh, these Chinese people are nasty, they're disgusting, they're eating this, they're eating that. Even if they didn't eat it, they still would have been exposed to it. So stop being a jerk, okay? So that's just what I'm saying. I'm sorry if that came off as mean. I get that you're scared, and this is a very scary thing. But, I mean, I hate how racist people have been towards Asians specifically. And in my area, they're even being racist towards Jews now. Because the first person who came over here with the problem was Jewish. So it's like, they're being messed up to Jewish people, they're being messed up to Chinese people. Don't be a jerk. Don't let fear cause you to be a jerk. Be nice to people, be kind, be a good person for the most part. I don't know why I have to say that, but I feel like there's way too much problems now because people are panicking because of the coronavirus. I would say the one thing that I did get out of what Markiplier was talking about was don't be panicked. Even though he visibly and sounded panicked, his message didn't get diminished by what he was saying. What he was saying was just don't be panicked, do what you gotta do. And I would say out of what he said, take what he said, but only do it if you think you're getting sick. If you think you're getting sick, stockpile your items. Because I think, like, the regular healthy people can perfectly fine go outside, have no issues. But if you think you're somebody who has a problem where you're gonna have to stay indoors, yeah, do it. Because, like, I don't know, I feel like when you take away resources from people who actually need it, that's a problem. But yeah, like, don't be mean, stay clean, don't panic, and do what you can to stop the spread of coronavirus. That includes cleaning your hands, which I don't get why that is such a new thing. I do it, but then again, I'm immunocompromised, so in my mind, I always have to get rid of the dangers of the outside world. But yeah, like, just try to be clean for the most part, and don't touch your hands. Like, don't touch your hands. Don't touch your eyes and mouth and nose during any time you're outside. Okay? Be happy, be healthy, and I will see you in the next one. Peace, goodbye. Mwah.